No, we'll go straight in.
Oh, we'll go straight in?
Yeah, no, we'll go straight in if that's all right. Okay, so we're just moving on here, still looking at the painting.
John Wilmington's army.
Cool.
I think it's only recently finished, actually, High Elves, but almost done in a kind of, it's almost got a dark elf feel to it.
Yeah.
Some great little details on this army. I mean, John produced his armies very quickly, actually. He's kind of done, in the last couple of years, he's done Beastmen, Lizardmen, this army. He's got a really nice Skaven army as well. And they're all of a similar quality. So he always produces really good standard of models. But there's a lot of details, like if you take like the there's a lot of blood on the axes and stuff like that. And,
oh really? Oh yes, I can see here.
Looks like they kind of. I really like the high elf look, but it's not pristine.
Yeah.
They actually sort of like battle hardened. It's just got a better feel to it. I mean, this is one of the better high elf armies I've seen actually.
And there's a couple of where are they? There you go. Some nudie ladies in there for all you gentlemen. It's
almost got a feel to it that these guys were going to become dark elves, because you've got like the details with the cauldron, the sort of the blood cauldron.
I think that's good.
So it's almost like, I don't know what his theme of it, but it might be just before the Sundering.
Okay.
So it is a Sundering theme, yeah.
So he's going to use it as dark elves as well at some point.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Which you could do easy, yeah.
That's cool. Is this a nominated army here as well?
No.
No, that isn't. So we're moving over here. This is, oh look, it says Graham. We know whose this is. Another Empire. Now, I've seen this one before, and I'm a big fan of this. I think it's fantastic. And if I remember rightly, his story is something about, is it Kenrick? Where the Tomb King people are from.
I haven't actually spoke to Graham about this army. I mean, there's a lot of extra detail on it. If you take the halberdiers, they've got like a fortified position that they're fighting over.
Absolutely.
Well, actually, it was a bar. It's not a fortified position. It's a bar.
It is. A little sign for ale.
You've got the landlord there and the barrels. So that's quite cool. And then the war machines, you've got the halflings.
At the back.
You know, more old models, which I love seeing the old models come back into play.
Absolutely.
And there's some good little like bits here with the cases and stuff like that. So it makes almost got like a sort of a dock feel to it.
It's I think it's fantastic with all his little tents and stuff, but you wouldn't necessarily see it unless it was set out in this kind of.
Yeah, if you saw this like mid-game, you'd miss a lot of the details.
Absolutely. It's almost, I don't want to say too much effort for what you're going to get seen, because it's, to be honest, the whole backstory. Making the army your own and doing what you want to do is obviously what's really important to Graham. But you wouldn't get to see all of this, and that's a shame, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's great to see when painters are motivated by a theme, a story.
Absolutely.
Sees them right through the army. That's great. I mean, that's a big part of the hobby. So.
I even like his little broken up shields. You know, they've got like some of the paint missing off them, which are great. And his scenery is awesome, all fitting in.
Yep.
Though these, to me, are what they should be going like that, and Thunderbird 2 is coming out in the middle.
Well, yeah, the top of the pyramid coming out.
Absolutely. Right, so we're moving on here. Now, I've taken quite a few pictures of this because it seems like most of the models he's just forged himself from other things, like taking this one at the back. It's fantastic.
Ben Hodges.
Okay.
Yeah, very mechanical look to the whole thing, but he's run the theme right the way through it, which makes it cool. I mean, assuming that's obviously an Orc Lord on a Wyvern, a giant.
This one here is the Orc Lord on the Wyvern, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be in it. It's a mechanical Wyvern. It's got to be that.
Amazing.
You know,
it's good.
It's very creative. I'm assuming that's the second giant. Actually, no, it's a smaller base. So, I'm not sure actually. Would that be? I'm not sure. It is two giants, is it? Yeah, right. It is two. Even though we're on different base sizes, it's two giants.
You miss things unless you really go, in detail, don't you? And look
That's
at
the
them.
thing. When people convert models, sometimes you think, yeah, it looks like a giant, but obviously if the base size is different, then you suddenly think, but one of them's on the old giant base size.
Okay.
And then there's obviously he's got one on the chariot size base. So.
I like his little crazy paving here on these models, which is great.
I assume these guys are trolls. Keeping the mechanical theme again.
It's quite 40k-ish, isn't it?
Yeah, that's got that feel, but it's kind of...
I said that without spitting.
Kind of thrown together, sort of mechanical, which looks like it's going to fall apart at any part. Not from the modern sense, from the Orc and Goblin sense.
Yeah,
It's kind of very ramshackle looking. It's cool. I like it.
No, that's fantastic. I think there's one we've just missed actually around here.
Oh, this is Adie's army, Adie Mac.
It's another Empire army. I can't believe how many... Is it? Oh,
yep.
ugh.
Bretonnians, Crusader army. seen this army a few times. I never get bored of it. Really nice
Beautiful.
feel to it.
Lovely guy, and his loveliness has come into his painting.
Yeah. Really,
Absolutely.
really good, strong colour thing, because I like bright colours anyway, with the cream.
It does
red,
stand out.
Yeah, it does. It really catches the eye. Really nice army. And it's got the whole crusading in Kemmery army, you know, sort of background story to it. And that. Yeah, I love it. It's great.
I love when the I'm going to call them artists, because it is art to me. I love it when the backstories they tag onto it. So I think that's really, really good. Should have known straight away this was Bretonnians. I don't know why I said Empire, because I hate Bretonnians. Too many horses.
Too many horses.
Too many men on horses. No, fantastic. Now there's a couple more down the other end, isn't there? How many in total did you pick this year? Was it about?
I'm sure it's 16.
16.
16 nominees.
And that's quite a lot, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a lot more than we've ever had before. So the standard is really good. This army's Robert Sedgman's.
Yeah.
Like this, I mean, little things like most people don't do the striping on the Mournfang on the actual cats themselves. So I like that. BSB looks really cool with the got the hurricane, and then there's the guy inside the central.
Oh, he's holding that.
Yeah.
I didn't realise that.
If you look inside the sphere in the centre, there's a captive in there. I don't know if you can pick that. Yeah, you've got it. Yeah, there's a captive in there. That's really cool, you know?
How bizarre.
The basing's really nice with some of the swamp look to it.
I've been quite impressed by some of the basing that I've seen for people. They seem to be going that little bit of extra distance, but I think with companies that I know that Mark use, it's getting easier, maybe, isn't it?
Yeah, I think people are just having a go now, and they're realising that it's not as hard as it looks.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is great, you know. Another nice looking army.
Absolutely. Now, I'm a big fan of this one as well, because it's a bit purple and pinky. That's why I quite like this one.
It's got a really, really old school look to it. I mean, it's quite a lot of old. There's a lot of old models in it, but it's got that. This kind of paint, I say paint scheme, kind of technique to paint. It's really popular in, I suppose, sort of the early 90s. Everything was really bright and kind of almost gaudy colours. But
it's like shell suits. They were 90s and gaudy colours, weren't they?
Yeah, I mean, it's a kind of a colour combo that you wouldn't, just very, very rarely see, because it is so in your face.
It is a bit, isn't it?
But it's got a cool look to it. When you see the whole army together, it's just,
so he's got the skull cap.
It works. It's just, it's different.
Yeah, it is different, absolutely. I like it. That's cool. So we've got two more or one more? Two more to look at. So, yeah, we'll come back to that one. Oh, yes, now I've noticed these bases. That was the first thing.
Yeah, the whole lava look with the cork. That seems to be the new popular thing with bases.
Yes.
Cork, because it's got that natural stone feel to it.
The weatheredness.
Sort of dry magma, the whole...
Yeah, magma from the volcanoes, yeah. Lava and magma.
Yeah, so
it's this is very neat, I think, this one.
Yeah, it's very, very neat.
But the fact that he's done it in his bases, that for the scene, that's what I was just noticing.
So
Love it.
Which is great, and I like the way, because with the magma, with the movement trays down the edge, it's a bit risky, but it works. You've got that whole glow to it.
The whole army glows. You definitely, look, from a distance, I can see all of that. It's really, really glowy. There doesn't seem to be much in this army.
No, this is proper. I think this army's got the smallest model count in the whole tournament.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Is it filthy?
Well, he's on one. I think he's doing quite well. So he must have. I mean, then again, you've got to be a good player as well. It's all really well taking a filthy list.
Absolutely.
You don't know what you're doing with it. You won't do very well.
I really like the cannon coming out of, or the cannon end coming out of the monster itself. I think that's quite cool. I take it that would be a modified model.
Yeah, that's the Stegodon.
Ah, wow.
Obviously without the halter on it, and then he's added some chaosy bits and sort of just made it look very, very strange, which anything coming from the realms of chaos should look very strange.
Absolutely. No, tiny army, but very, very nice. I think this is Sammy Michaels, and if you can see here, he's written a story, so we can enjoy his story about the whole background. Sammy is an absolutely awesome guy, and his care and attention, I think, is definitely come over in his armour here. It's beautiful.
All the O's have got tattoos on them.
Individual ones.
Yeah, the Mournfang, not the Mournfang, sorry, the Saber Tusks. Just over there, the Saber Tusks. They're very nice. The markings on them.
I guess that works.
Beautiful.
Big sort of clan tattoos.
Yeah, this is nice. Even.
And this has got the cork. I think this is the cork basing as well. It seems to be quite popular.
Oh, right, okay.
It's good with its painted. It's got a real good feel about it.
I really like this one. I am a big fan.
And then I think last of all.
I think are these two? Yes, they are, aren't they? I think there's more than 16. I think it's about 500. It's obviously a Mr. Johnson, known to our podcast. I really like this. This is one of my favourite models here.
Yeah, the book on it. I mean, my favourite actual bit of it, which, I mean, even though the book's great, is the actual metal fish at the top. The actual.
There we go.
I don't know if it'll come across there as well, but yeah, I like that. I don't know, it's just something about it. I really like it. There's a lot of really nice models in this army. The tone
Beautiful.
of it's good, but it's kind of, even though it's all different colours, it's got the tone of the army is the same. If that makes sense. And that's hard to do actually, because you can go with Chaos Armies. If you go for lots of different colours, you can quite easily have like a bright red, a drab green, then a bright purple, and it looks really disjointed.
Yeah.
But where he's done the highlighting, I don't know if he's kind of had that on the last highlight, he's mixed in a colour, like sort of like a commando khaki kind of thing to kind of add to, so literally that last highlight creates the same tone. It's pulled off very well.
Is that a special technique, or is that just experimenting?
No, it's if you add the very last highlight you do.
Yeah.
It's the same kind of cream or white on the very last bit. What you do is your eye gets drawn to that last highlight.
Okay.
It's the same tone on everything, and it kind of ties everything in. Not many people do it, to be honest, but that's definitely the way to do it.
Awesome. So we're now looking at, this is another Bretonnian army, am I correct?
Yeah, Napoleonic Bretonnian army.
I've seen this one before. Was this?
Yeah, I see it last year.
That's right.
Trophy last year.
I think it did.
Yeah, great armies.
I really like this bit with all the little cannons that they're chucking in the air.
Things jumping over the cannon positions.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah, really good feel about it. And this guy here, the halfling on the stretcher.
Oh, fat hobbitses. Love it. Now, someone said that apparently these colours, they are quite historically accurate as well.
The units are, obviously, you know, it's fantasy army, but the actual uniforms are exactly what they would be in all the markings, everything, exactly right to win.
It's amazing.
Of its kind.
A lot of care and effort went into that. I do like it. Now, we've got one left, which I've also done a big video on, because this has got a special treat. He hasn't got it set up now, but all of this lights up. Well, yeah. The street lamps light up, I should say.
Yeah, they all plug in and they all light up, and it looks brilliant. We had a look at it earlier, because it was in a kind of a darker area as well. It even had more atmosphere to it. The water effects.
It's fantastic, yeah.
Great. It's even green stuff, coins into the well, obviously painted gold, and they're built up. They said it took a couple of weeks to build up.
I bet.
And then it's got the running water as well. So there's a lot of detail. And the Terrorgeist model, I'm not a really big fan of, but these are one of the few that I've seen that I really, really like. Like the whole tone of it, the look of it, the ways, you know, the base and everything.
Yeah.
They look great. And considering it's, like I said, it's not a model I usually like, I love these.
No, I agree. I've done a whole 10-minute video just on this army as well, because I'm a big fan, because I love the whole Victorian streets. And I've won a couple of prostitutes hanging about the street lamp, so I've told him to get that modification in for next year, and it'll go to first place straight away. Well, cheers, buddy. That's a fantastic little walk around the armies. I think the standard's really, really high.
Yeah,
I don't want to ask you who you think's going to nominate, but keep one in your head, who you think's going to win, and we'll come back to you later to see if you got it right or not. Cheers, dude.